MoviePass 2.0 and their reboot with their new technology. I guess they're adding in as Web3 capability or something like that. You think that's got some magic combination in it?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I do know that the MoviePass's co-founder, Stacy Spikes, is the one that bought it out of bankruptcy. And I know that had I listened to him more often, MoviePass would have done better. So I have a lot of faith in him, and he is a very thoughtful, smart guy. So I think if anybody can do it, he's definitely the one. Exactly how they're going to do it, I don't know enough to know, other than what I've read in the press.
Will you be a user potentially of the new MoviePass?
I wish, but I don't live in the U.S. any longer. I live in Mexico, so when if they come here, I will try it.
You've mentioned a couple times, right? Like, hey, there's things I learned, and I think there's some really good lessons in the book. I guess, what do you think, if the things you learned, is it the time and the lack of time and the cycles and speed that you're moving in these environments that says, for example, yes, Stacy was giving me some really good advice. I just didn't have the time to actually, maybe think about it, assess it, and then work it into our plan. How do you think about balancing those sides of the fence when you're in such a pressure chamber of an environment? It's
really hard. And I think it comes down to the sheer quantity of issues you have to deal with. We had way too many issues to deal with all at the same time. And that did limit my kind of ability to take each one and consider carefully. I had a great team, including Stacy for all the way up until the last year. They had great advisors, and some of it was disagreeing, with the advice. Some of it was not hearing it well enough. So I think time is an issue, but there's also, you do need to balance a little bit better. And what I found is that, working 12 hours a day doesn't give you the time to think. But at the same time, you argue with yourself is, I don't have time to go for a hike, but it definitely is important. It's, if I had to do it all over again, I would have actually reduced the amount of time that I was working, with MoviePass as opposed to increase it. That I think would have given better consideration.
Yeah, finding that balance. I'm just saying, and maybe forcing other decisions to other people, or right. Yeah, that's an interesting way to think about it.